What up, guys and girls? Another brand new video coming at you today, and welcome back to another round of the SRL APAC here for round number 4 here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Apologies in advance. I forgot to take a picture of the championship standings at this point in the round. So there probably won't be championship standings for this round anyway, or what happened in the previous round anyway. So I'll probably try and give you a rundown, as actually Fens is the first retirement of this session here, and by the looks of things, I wouldn't be surprised if it's this left right-hander, and I think it is, as you'll be able to see off to the right. There he is. So it's already one of the first casualties of Azerbaijan. If you remember back to the TOR Pacific round around this joint, he didn't really fare too well, especially with no front wing going through that left right-hander. But yeah, I mean, got a decent result last time out in China, in the 7th place. So looking pretty decent, I think, in the championship-wise. So had a 6th, a 10th. Let me start it again. We had a 6th in Australia, a 10th in Bahrain, and the 7th last time out in China, which was in a bit of a dry, wet race there. So yeah, going into this one, wasn't exactly looking forward to this race at all, because I don't know what it is. Azerbaijan, and just like Bahrain, Azerbaijan and me don't really work a lot around this track. So I just don't know what it is. It probably didn't have the greatest, didn't have a lot of practice going into this round. So I'm probably going to struggle a little bit around here. Maybe more focus on the next round at Spain, obviously. But you can see here, still got plenty of time at the moment. There's only a few guys at the moment. There's obviously they're setting lap times at the current moment. Alan Hugo at the moment is at the top of the timesheets at the 37 something or other. But like I said, there are a few guys, including myself, that haven't set lap times. So just pretty much playing it cautiously. I wasn't really sure which way to go with the tyres for this round, especially because, I mean, yes, we're running the ultra soft, the super soft, and the soft, but word is, if you want to do a one-stop around here, you have to start on the super softs and go to the softs. But you probably get away with the ultra softs a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be a tricky one anyway. But this actually, I think, turned out to be my fastest lap of the qualifying, even though it was going to be a rubbish lap anyway, and like a throwaway lap, and pretty much the final run was going to be my final lap here. So yeah, I don't have anything to try and like improve my times a little bit, because I didn't set a time first time around. So just going to have to try absolute best. Probably the nearest delta you're probably going to see is on the top left, compared to Alan Hugo, still leading the way at the moment. Another Kiwi driver leading the way. So influx of Kiwis is still happening at the moment, and they're still winning. So anyway, through into turn 15, this corner I still hate. Even in this game, I still hate. So we're coming through here at the moment. We're about 2 seconds off the fastest time set, obviously, by Alan Hugo. Now through this fast left right-hander. So don't mind. Probably a safe bet to try not go flat out through that left right-hander with no front wing, because if you do that, you absolutely ruin your lap or your race pretty much. But come across the line, we set a 140.129, which to me, it wasn't, like I said, it was going to be a throwaway lap anyway. So puts us P6 at the moment behind my teammate Matt. So and speaking of Matt, we've got X-Matty G there on the front left there. So g'day, Matt. If you're busy, you're obviously busy working. Yep, that's fine. And obviously Arava as well out there as well. But you probably don't need to know that one.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 40.1.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't quick anyway, but pretty much went out with about just under 2 minutes left in the session. So we're currently P7, and a little bit too quick there coming out of the pits, and yeah, forgot where to brake really. So it was totally and utterly my fault there. So yeah, pretty much decided to go out on the ultra soft tyres just to see what I could do at the moment. And to see whether I can improve my lap time here. But going into turn run a little bit wide and actually get my lap time invalidated, and that's pretty much it. That is my qualifying session done. So, like I said, I made an error on this third run here, so that's pretty much ruined my lap time, unfortunately. But yeah, got the two Ferrari boys here having a little bit of a toe help here. I think Neon Tridome's helping out his teammate DRC Jarrett, and I think it helped Jarrett especially because it put him up into P2. It was a pretty good effort all around. He's on board with Pomps on the win. That was Derek Kidd off to the left, getting out of the road there, so everything looks normal at the moment. Laggy on the line there. That is really awkward. I don't know whether Laggy saw Pomps there at all, but yeah, that could have been ugly. Could have been nearly like Brendan Hartley, Pierre Gasly moment from the exact same race earlier in 2018 especially. But yeah, in the end, Alan Hugo gets pole position on the ultra soft tyres on a 136.6. Obviously, DRC Jarrett in second. My teammate up there in P4. New Zealand Ryan in P5. Probably a little bit surprising there, but and myself obviously P10. So, excuse me, just missed out on getting knocked out because that would have given me a free choice of tyres. So I'm pretty much going to have to suck it up and just start on these tyres anyway. So anyway, as we get to the race, apparently race strategy gave me a 2-stop, which, I mean, yeah, I wasn't really going to have a crack at it whatsoever. So I changed it up, obviously going to the 1-stop. We have to stretch out the ultra softs a little bit to make this work, whether it could come in early or not. Try and get these softs to the end. I mean, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, nothing really much happened on the formation lap. You don't really need to see it. So
the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Let's just see what we can achieve around Baku on the street circuits. The only decent result I had was in AOR F2. But anyway, here we go. We're all set for round 4 here of SRL. 5 red lights. It's a long hole, but let's do it around Baku, and it's a pretty decent start compared to Pomps of the win. Warden going straight up the middle there with ECR Ricardo and Derek Kidd. A little bit squeezed there. Nearly slam into Pomps there, and actually Conrad is actually red Xing there and sent it straight back up the inside there of Pomps. Now, like I have mentioned before, there has been a few internet issues with myself, so there may be a few people lagging forwards and backwards, so that might be because of me. So yeah, unfortunately Conrad has actually left the session, so we have gained a spot already on Pomps. Up into P9 we go. It's obviously quite a little battle pack going up here at the moment. We've got ECR Ricardo obviously filling in again for Penske for this one, because I think Penske is usually in the McLaren, but I think he was busy this night anyway. But yeah, nothing much to all here. Just see if we can try and survive getting through the castle section, which we managed to do. Nearly turned in way too early there, which would have been a bit awkward, not going to lie. But anyway, just playing our own game here at the moment. There's a bit of yellow flag action behind. I think there's a few guys that have been caught up in something there. It wouldn't surprise me because turn 15 can provide a little bit of extra drama here. But just trying to hang on to the back here of ECR Ricardo, but nothing much doing here. But the rears are really starting to die out already. It's only lap 1. But you see ECR Ricardo and I think there's Derek Kidd and the Toro Rosso going side by side. So Derek Kidd hangs on for now. We're just still hanging on. We've still got a bit of a gap behind to Pomps, so just got to play it patiently here, and we'll just see what we can do really here. So going through here, having a little bit of a moment, a little bit of a slide there, coming out of the castle section there. So
DRS is now enabled. Will be available to use when you
now
are within
continue
1 second
on.
of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
There's some unknown weird yellow flag there. I don't know what that was for,
Okay,
but
clear.
I think Pomps has actually come into the pits, and I think he's had to possibly change his front wing, because it's quite easy if you muck up once, no matter where you are around the circuit, you can easily get yourself front wing damage. And coming into turn 3, I should say, we muck up my braking marker there. I was actually fiddling around with the fuel and the ERS modes, and forgot where to brake, and yeah, just buggered it up there, and had to yield a spot and lost a couple of spots actually to, well, one was Master Berserk, not sure who about the other one, but in the end had to make it 3 because Neon just let him go through there anyway. But this is actually a replay on board with that Presby C. You probably have known him as President Cosby in the past. He's actually obviously changed his gamer tag. Did get caught out a little bit with the older one. Not going to say what the older one is. If you've seen the other videos, you know what it is. But he's come in as well as Fence, so those two have obviously come together somewhat. So going on to lap 4 as we run wide again through turn 1, and Warden's actually into the pits. So I wonder whether he's actually got damage as well. We run a little bit wide through turn 2 there, but so probably another one being caught out.
Your MFD for a new strategy option.
Yeah, I was getting a change of strategy right now straight away, and
okay, copy that.
I mean, I was still sticking to the old one anyway, but coming through here, having a little bit of a slide. I seriously don't know how that didn't damage the right rear, but
this lap then,
I knew then I was probably in a little bit of trouble, so I had to come straight in anyway, and probably try and get the softs on as quick as I can, and well, you basically get off the ultras, get onto the softs as quick as I can, and just see what we can do pretty much. So on the softs go, and away we go. So obviously there's a few guys going past. Conrod's gone past Warden, as well as Poms. Excuse me.
You only have to stop once now.
Nearly run over the pit lane exit again, which would have been a bit awkward. So we come out in P14. So you got Juice Mars behind here, another fellow Singaporean. So probably was trying a little bit of change up here with the front wing for the next pit stop, and a little bit wide there through at turn 7 here, but now running through here because I didn't feel, like I said, I didn't feel comfortable with this car at all, so I was trying everything I could, especially through here. I nearly had another moment again. I'll get my words out in a minute.
Teammate ahead is 38.2
it's lap 6.
seconds.
Yeah, I was really struggling.
4 seconds.
Right left to centre. I actually got my first corner cut. Oh, not corner cut, but caught more warning there for track extending, which was it's a little bit weird around this track, I've got to say. But to lap 7, did pretty much nearly the exact same thing, but didn't get a warning. He set our personal best here, but you can see we are starting to catch up a little bit to Conrad here in the Sauber up ahead. So pretty much got a little bit more pace in him at the moment. I think he's just taking it very cautiously here. Obviously, he did rejoin after these little moment with his internet, but he does let me through here at turn 7, which was very kind of him. So thank you, Conrad, for that. So puts us now up into P13. So now we're just going to try and catch up to Poms, which we are dropping away a little bit, not going to lie, on the mini-map there, but another personal best lap time, and Master Berserk's actually into the pits as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one. I wasn't sure whether that was for an actual pit stop or whether he actually had to change the front wing. I wouldn't rule out the latter part anyway, but have a shocking run on that final, what is that, final? Turn 16 corner, I should say. It took way too much curb and the car didn't feel comfortable at all. But now to lap 9, and another close moment there with the wall. So there is going to be quite a few moments around this track anyways. A little bit of a lock up there, and well, nearly slamming into the wall at turn 4, which yeah, you can just tell from now I'm just not comfortable with all this car, and I make a mistake into turn 7. Probably should have looped it, but anyway, I lose a couple of spots there to both Master Berserk and Presby C. So my race is just going from bad to worse here at the moment. I don't know what it is with this track, but it just never worked at all. But anyway, I think most of the pit stops are happening now, so my teammates in the lane already on end of lap 10. It's actually Master Berserk's fastest lap of the race. It was little yellow flag up ahead. I think that may have been Derek Kidd there, but there's Master Berserk, who's made an error up the escape road at turn 3.
Green flag.
I think that dot we saw earlier coming onto lap 11, I think that was Derek Kidd. I could be wrong, but there's another weird yellow flag there as well. So another little moment there at turn 1. Excuse me, there is a Ferrari in that. I'm not entirely sure whether that was Neon Tridome or DRC Jared, but I think Master Berserk's had another moment actually up the escape road, or maybe not sure about up the escape road or whether he's got damage or not up turn. That was turn 3. Had a little close call there with the castle section, so you can tell he's trying to push on as much as I can, but these tyres just not working at all. I don't know what it was with these tyres, but it just nothing really worked. It's a bit of yellow flag action up ahead there, and you'll probably see in a minute the graphic may change.
The track is clear.
No, it doesn't actually. My bad. So going to lap 13, turning way too early then. And, I seriously don't know how I didn't end my race like that anyway, but let's have a look here. This may have been the action there. There was a little close call moment there for Poms through, I think it was 13 there. Still a fast left-hander there, but this is actually, I think, what caused the yellow flag section. So he's battling away. He's got Derek Kidd all over his rear end here. Oh, that's a big moment through there. How he didn't put that in the wall, I have seriously no idea. That would have definitely burnt up the tyres for sure. But it was definitely worth it anyway. He's on replay on board with Derek Kidd, so he's trying to get a good run here through those through a couple of corners, and I'd probably say hazard a guess at D6 again. So Derek Kidd's got front wing damage, unfortunately, and so he's had to come back in and get his front wing changed, unfortunately. So yeah, my teammate's actually now left the session. He's still having internet dramas. Hopefully he gets connected to the NBN soon. And Derek Kidd actually retired from the race after that. So I think it may have been out of pure frustration. There's a little moment through the castle section again. So, I mean, yeah, nothing's just really working for me at all at this stage. So at this point, I think I was trying to re-invite my teammate back in and trying to get him back into the party chat because he did disconnect. But while that was happening, Prez BC's actually come back in the lane as we have a little bit of an oversteer moment coming out of turn 2. You just tell through here, I'm just sliding every which way. I was just changing everything up as quick. Just trying everything I could just to do something.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
There is talk of rain for later on in this race, but coming through here, turn 15, that's where it went pear-shaped.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
So, I mean, the tyre wear didn't really feel too bad, but had to wait for those two, which was Prez BC.
33.4 seconds.
So obviously it was Prez BC, so I had to obviously change up the strategy now. It was Prez BC and V-Fens, but yeah, I mean, again, how I didn't end my race coming into the pits because I came in way too hot there, made my front wing even worse, so I'm definitely going to have to change that front wing. At this point, I just really wanted to end my race because it was just an absolute shocker, really. So front wing change and the super soft tyres, so
complete, go now.
I think from here on in, I'm just going to try and get the fastest lap of the race and just see what we can do. Try something here, and Master Berserk's actually out of the Grand Prix as well, so down to
caution.
What are we at now? 14 runners, but it was a weird spot actually for him to crash out. I'll probably leave a link below for the SRL YouTube channel where you could probably check out what happened during the live stream there. Pom's actually set the fastest lap of the race. I would have had a hazard a guess he was on much quicker rubber, but so you can see setting purple lap time through sector 1 there. That was actually a much better run there through the castle section. Probably one of my better runs, actually. We're on lap 18, I think we are. So actually we're fastest in sector 2 by quite a while. We're actually quickest out of anybody around this track at the moment. As we come across the line now, we do set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:40.591. It'll probably get beaten later on in the race anyway, but it was all worth it for get a fast lap anyway. But yeah, Fens is way up the road here, so I'm just pretty much going to have to survive here and just try and get a decent result here. But coming into the castle section went way too deep, and
what happened? Let me know you're okay.
Yeah, the castle section's claimed another victim, unfortunately. So yeah, at that point I was just thankful that my race came to an end there. So But something that didn't come to an end was this battle for pretty much the race lead and pretty much for the race win, as Alan Hugo and DRC Jarrett go side by side into turn 1 there. Somehow those two haven't come together. But there is a little bit of a difference between these guys because, like I mentioned, Alan Hugo started on Ultras and DRC Jarrett has started on Super Softs, and he's just all over the rear end of him here. You'll see New Zealand Ryan, there he goes, pops out of screen there. He's currently P3, and Jarrett goes very deep through turn 3 there. Somehow manages to get the race lead off Alan Hugo, who, got to say, has done a ripper job so far this season. I mean, he did join, obviously, the last round of the season, which I didn't take part in Brazil, so, of last season. So, yeah, done a ripper job all round for him. And there goes Neon past Warden there. So not sure that was it was given to him or whether Warden made a mistake here. But yeah, like I said, there was a difference in tyres for the leaders because Jarrett has got much fresher rubber compared to Alan Hugo. But as you, like I said, my fast lap would get beaten, and Fence did it with a 39 pretty much. So now on board we are with Ho, who's chasing down my AOR teammate Laggy person, I should say. I'm an idiot. And he's going to quite easily get him down here into turn 1. So that'll put H up into P4. He's still in a Red Bull car, which is very surprising, is Ho. So it doesn't matter what car I've seen him in. I think it's like probably the first race I did in SRL. It was in a Williams, but other than that, he's been pretty much in a Red Bull sponsored car. So he's in now in a Toro Rosso. Obviously, it's his first race of the season. But yeah, Ho now has got the spot on Laggy, and Warden actually got the spot back on Neon there. So probably found a little bit more pace as Warden, but now pulls away. Now back aboard we go with the sort of the live stream, and we've got DRC Jarrett's point of view as well on the top right. So these two are fighting it out big time. Jarrett going for the defensive line there, excuse me. There's a little bit of an oversteer moment coming out of that corner there, but just manages to hang on. Alan Hugo, like I said, got to give him credit. He's put a lot of pressure on him this entire race. But this is probably just allowing New Zealand Ryan to catch up here for possibly making a three-way fight here. As these two are going. I thought there was a little bit issue there with Jarrett's internet, but I think that was because of my internet. So there was a little bit of glitch there. Alan Hugo just trying everything he can to get past even at turn 12. He tried a very audacious move, I've got to say, but yeah, even continuing on, Jarrett's trying everything he can to just break the slipstream here. He's still got a bit of a gap there, but getting very close. There was maybe a little bit of contact between those two. Neon's actually got a 5-second stop-go penalty for, must be for cutting the turn 15 corner there. It's quite easy to do, but Alan Hugo just still putting the pressure on DRC Jarrett here. Still doing an incredible job there. There is yellows at sector 1, and that is Pres BC. That's actually spun around, so his race is going from bad to worse as well. But it looks at things with ECR Ricardo slowing up. I reckon those two may have come together, and probably telling the graphic that Pres BC got back ahead of ECR Ricardo, so it may have been a little bit of drama there with those two into turn 3. This is pretty much, I think, on the final lap of the race. I could be wrong. Jarrett's still putting a lot of Alan Hugo. That was the actual race. Got on way behind, could you tell? But the battle went literally right to the end of the race. But it was a great job anyway from both the top two especially. And gotta say, big congratulations to DRC Jarrett, who drove incredibly well. And this actually turned out to be his first ever league race victory. So big well done to him, and big commiserations to Alan Hugo for an incredible drive, like I've mentioned many a times, to get up into P2. So I don't think I'll get my words out right in a minute. A win's not far away for him. So, and in the end, Ryan finished 3rd. Ho finished up in 4th. My teammate in P6, and obviously myself way down in P14. But it was 3 out the DNFs with Master Berserk, Juice Mars, and Derek Kidd all DNFing out of this race. And like I mentioned, I do apologise again, but I forgot to get the championship standings. You can probably see them on your screen right there, actually, so that probably just saves my blood a little bit. But yeah, it looks things we're 12th in the standings. Obviously still not gaining much points, but I think we drop away in the Teams Championship a little bit to 14th in the, well, not Teams Championship, but the Constructors Championship anyway. So yeah, well, there you go. That is SRL Azerbaijan. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a big smash on that like button. You can leave your comments down below. Subscribe to my channel for plenty more SRL Footy League racing action here on F1 2018, plus plenty more video gaming content as well. As always, all my social media links will be down in the description. I'll leave links as well to the SRL website, their YouTube channel, and their Twitch channel, which of course was the Twitch is live streamed every Friday night at 8 p.m. Whichever side of the world, well, whichever state you live in anyway. So, but anyway, until the next time, which will be the Spanish Grand Prix in SRL, it is goodbye, and I'll see you all next time.